Okay, so now we're on the iPhone just for today until I can decide on a camera to order. And you're really far down because I'm gonna show you the outfit, sort of. But I mean, it's nothing amazing. I just like the colors. I like the gray sweater with the brown jacket. That's the only reason why, because otherwise the outfit is so simple and not that interesting. And then I was gonna do a Trader Joe's haul. So if you'd like to see that, that's what we're going to do. First, we'll do the outfit. And in case you haven't seen my videos and you just started watching this, my camera, the zoomed in issue, it's just that the camera is stuck zoomed in for some reason. And I've had that camera for probably 3 or 4 years now anyway, and it's coming to the end. So I'm going to order a new one. It's just taking me a while to research and decide, but within this vlog, I will decide because I'm making myself decide this weekend. I'm just indecisive about it because I want to make sure it's the right camera. So it's taking me a minute, but I will decide on one and order it. So this is it. This is the fit. The sweater is from J. Crew. This is a men's sweater actually, but it's the cotton. I think it's called the cotton. It's cotton crew neck, but it's the, gosh, I can't remember. But anyway, it's like a cotton. And the reason I like it is because of these sleeves. Or not sleeves, these shoulders, sorry, the way that it's knit like that. I love the gray with my gold jewelry. I usually think that gray doesn't look great on me, and sometimes I feel like the sweater doesn't work for me. But today, I like it for some reason. It's working. And my hair, I think I like my hair today. I'm going to trim my bangs again. At first I was gonna grow them out. I thought I should grow them out, but I actually think I should keep them. But they do probably look their best when they're slightly grown out like this, versus when I have them short and all across my forehead. So maybe I'll just do a light trim and not trim it a ton. But that's that. And then it's a claw clip, which is not put together well today. It's very messy, I would say, and falling out a little bit, but yeah, so that's that. And then the jeans are my Calvin Klein bootcut jeans that are no longer sold on Calvin Klein. I don't know if they're gonna bring them back, but these are kind of my go-tos. And then the belt is from Ralph Lauren, but I got it from the Real, and this is one of my favorites. And then the boots are my old Gringo boots. And the jacket is actually a vintage jacket that I got at a thrift store. And I got this maybe 2 years ago now, and I love it. Yeah, I think it has been about 2 years probably. But the brown with the gray sweater, today I was just looking in the mirror and I didn't even mean to put this together well, like this outfit. I was not actually thinking it through very much. I just thought I want to do the gray sweater today with the jeans and the belt because I've done that before. And then when I put the jacket on and I got to the office and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, wait a second, the colors are so good. I think the gray and the cool toned brown, I think it looks so good. So that's the outfit. I'll try to show you in the foyer so you can see the whole thing. Okay, I'm just gonna step back so you can see. It wasn't very in focus, but that's okay. Now, Trader Joe's haul, all right? I got 2 big bags. They opened a Trader Joe's near my office. That's why I have started going here and there. And today I got a lot of stuff. I don't know how much my phone can handle because the phone storage always runs out. But to begin, I want to try to make sandwiches because I'm really bad about making food for myself, to be honest. I just buy sushi all the time. But it's like I forgot the options that you could make at your house, like for food. And recently I've been getting Subway sandwiches and they're $10 now. A foot long is $10. Do you remember when they were $5? It's a scandal that they're not $5. They're not even $6 or $7. It's $10, double the price. It's not right. And that's crazy. So every time I buy a sandwich, I feel terrible that I'm spending $10, which is about the same. I mean, I spend $7 to $8 on a Starbucks drink, so I don't know why the math to me, but I just know that I can make a sandwich at my house. I can't do a Starbucks drink in my house. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna try to do. So, and I have no idea if the ingredients will taste good together, but I wanna start trying and then, you know, because a sandwich is only as good as the ingredients that are in it, right? I think. So it just depends. I know that Subway makes their bread a certain way and whatever. So I don't know if this will work for me, but we'll try. So I got these sandwich rolls, which are just a simple like white bread loaf. Hopefully there's flavor in it. Hopefully it's not flavorless bread. Then I got lettuce. And then I got 3 small tomatoes because I don't love tomatoes a ton, and I didn't want to get a giant tomato because then you cut it, but I'm not going to use all the slices for one sandwich. So I'm going to try with smaller tomatoes, but I don't know if the flavor will be the same because then I can just use 1 tomato for each sandwich. Then I got provolone cheese and turkey, sliced turkey. Then what else? Oh, and I got an onion. Where's the onion? Hold on. Yeah, I got a red onion in there. And then I got organic mayonnaise because I don't think we have mayonnaise, or at least if we do, it's probably not super great. I hope there's flavor in this as well. I'm just worried about everything being bland. I mean, the onion and tomato will probably be fine, and the provolone cheese will be okay. I hope the turkey's okay, like that's probably good, but the mayonnaise is key for me. I like mayonnaise a lot, so I hope this is not bland because it's organic, but it can't be that bad. I mean, what's in it? There's vinegar in it. I'm sure it's gonna be good. Okay, anyway, so got that. That's the sandwich ingredients. Simple sandwich, very, very simple sandwich, and I can customize it otherwise, but that's pretty much what I get at Subway, is turkey, provolone, tomato, onion, lettuce, and mayonnaise. That's what I get on a Subway sandwich, so we'll try that. Then for cheese, I got Havarti with dill, and I got a Port Salut, like soft cheese. So those are my cheeses for snacking. Then I also wanted to try this, but this was insanely expensive. This was like $8, but I wanted to try. This is a Thai lime and chili cashews. So I don't know. Then something else I wanted to try. This is the squiggly knife cut style noodles. Spicy garlic sesame sauce. I really want to try this. The other day somebody cooked something at lunch, like microwave something, that had the most amazing spicy smell. And I didn't know what it was and I wasn't gonna ask, but it made me crave something spicy, like a spicy noodles. That's probably what they got and what they made, but I have no idea how this will be. I really don't know, but I'm craving something spicy. So that's this. Then the stuff I usually get at Trader Joe's, oops, falling apart. Okay. Usually what I get, because I know I love this, is the Japanese style fried rice. This is with edamame, tofu, and hijiki seaweed. I love this stuff. I love it. I get 3 bags because I'll pretty much make one of these and it'll last me maybe 2 days, and I'll eat that as my dinner for 2 days. So 3, that'll just last me a long time. Then I like to get this these days. This is the Mandarin orange chicken, which I really like. I mean, some of the chicken though can have like little fatty pieces. The phone's about to run out of storage. It just did, and I had to clear some. So just to finish this haul, yeah, so this is not a perfect thing because some of the chicken is a little bit more fatty. Like each piece is kind of different, which I guess probably means it's more organic and natural, so it's all good. But sometimes they can be chewy, so this isn't like perfection to me, but the flavor is really, really good, and it's a good way to get protein. So probably everyone else will love this. For me, it's just that not every piece is perfectly chewable. Some of them are a little bit like, what was that I just ate? Is that fat or is it something else? I don't know, but it's good. So that's what I got. That's my haul. Now, I'm just gonna hang out a little bit, and then I was gonna go to Barnes & Noble, which is terrible of me. But I might not. It's just such wonderful weather today. So I wanna go drive around some more, and my hobby is going to Barnes & Noble. So I might do that, but I don't know if I can actually vlog that for you because the phone won't have enough storage. So I might not, but hopefully when I see you next, if it's not Barnes & Noble, it will be a decision on the camera. So anyway, I'm gonna make a sandwich, I think. And that's, yeah, so I don't know. I'll see you in a second. Okay, there's no light, but I am going to Barnes & Noble before it gets dark. I'm not really gonna vlog any of it, to be honest with you guys. I might tell you whatever I buy later, but I just wanted to say that the sandwich, I do say sandwich, don't I? But it's sandwich. I just thought of that and realized. Anyway, it's just way worse lighting than I thought this was gonna be, but I just wanted to say that the sandwich was really, really good. The sandwich was very good. I literally keep saying sandwich, even though it's sandwich. But it is what it is. It was so good. It tasted almost better than Subway, to be honest with you, because every time I eat Subway, I feel like I'm risking my life just because I don't trust Subway for some reason. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, this is the new camera. I don't know if you can tell. No, you probably can tell. Because this is continuing on the vlog, okay? Because I think I thought I ended the vlog and I was saying, I'll get back to you when I get my new camera. And then that was like weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And then I was looking back at the footage and it wasn't enough to be one vlog. Like there wasn't enough footage for the vlogs. That's why I'm filming now to continue. But this is the new camera. I have a video that's going to be completely dedicated to revealing the new camera, unboxing it and testing it out for the first time, just because I wanted to have that video so that I could explain my decision, like on what the camera, what am I saying? My decision of what camera to get, explaining that and explaining the different specifications that I was looking for, just in case people are curious about the camera itself. But I know it's probably going to be boring for a lot of people, so just if you're interested in that. But that'll be coming after this vlog, so you at this moment, unless you've seen that other video, you don't know what camera I'm filming on. But if you're curious, I have another video that I'll post all about that, and it's going to be extremely long because I was talking so much explaining my reasons why. And the process of deciding on the camera, and then I unboxed the camera and then I tested it. But a lot of it's me talking. So if you'd like to watch that, you can, but that will come out at some point. Today is Thursday, March 27th. Yeah, I'll show you my outfit because, you know, this is like, it just feels funny. This is a new camera, but we're gonna do the same old thing. And I think I need to get a different tripod because this one is just, it's really short. Like you're sitting on top of a desk right now on the tripod. I need a taller tripod because it's still never high enough, but I have a full-blown tripod. I should probably just use this too, but it's so big that it's crazy. I have a legit tripod, so maybe I should just use this and not talk about getting a different kind. I should probably, yeah. But anyway, so the one thing about this camera that I didn't say in the dedicated video, but I will mention, is the audio is not perfect on this. It's perfect as you would think. When you're listening to it, you might think it's all good, but I can hear a buzzing, like I think every camera has that to some degree, the internal audio from the camera, that without an attached microphone. Because I watched my other videos and there is a sound, like a humming sound in the background of that, because I always film with just the internal camera audio. I don't use any microphones attached to the cameras. I've just never done that because I didn't want to have to buy extra things and attach extra things and learn all that. So I didn't ever do that. But with the other camera, which was an Olympus Pen EPL9, if you're curious, that was my old camera that I filmed on. I talked about that also in the dedicated video and talked about why it wasn't the perfect camera. But anyway, I have learned, and many people probably would understand this anyway, I've learned that there's not a perfect camera at all. There's not a perfect vlogging camera, at least. Maybe there's a perfect photography camera, I'm sure about that. But a perfect vlogging camera, there's not one, at least that I could find in my research. Every camera has some issues, and if it's perfect, it's probably out of my price range. That's why it wasn't even considered if there was a perfect one. But this one is pretty perfect so far, besides just a little, I'm nitpicking on the audio because it technically sounds really good. But the problem with this one is that there's kind of a high-pitched humming sound, like buzzing sound. So on my old camera, it was a more subtle, like lower frequency hum. And so it didn't ever bother me when I was listening to the audio back or watching a video, right? And I doubt it bothered anybody viewing either, because it's just so, it's almost unnoticeable. So that was a plus of the other camera, but it had too many other issues that it wouldn't have, like it's not the best anyway. But this one, unfortunately, like I could look past the humming or buzzing if there was a sound like that, but this one's a little bit high pitched. And so I think that I will not like that, and I think that other people won't. Even if you don't notice it, if you are not noticing it right now, I noticed it, and I feel like because it's a little bit higher in pitch, it could irritate people. So I'm probably gonna get a microphone. I will probably get one and try it out, but I have to look at prices and at some point. But right now we're just gonna vlog with the camera as is, and then sometime I might get a microphone if I feel like I need it. I feel like it right now that I need it, but maybe I'll change my mind. I think I'll put you on this tripod just because, but this is like so legit. So I don't know. Yeah, the autofocus is really, really good on this camera. Sorry, I'm holding this bag because I want to show you my whole outfit, but the audio is really good. Not the audio, shoot. The autofocus is really good. I was about to reveal what the camera is, but you have to watch the other video. Anyway, the autofocus is good. The colors seem to be good. I'll take this off for a second. Hold on. Let me just sit for a second and talk instead of standing and yelling at you across the room. Yeah, the colors seem pretty good to me. I was worried about the colors of this, but it seems pretty good. And this is not like a brand new model camera. I bought it new, but it's not the newest version of this camera. I'll talk about it in my other video if you're curious. But the newer version, I believe, has even better color science. But this one seems pretty good to me. I don't have any issues with it. Seems good. I don't look washed out, but I also don't look orange at all or anything like that. I look honestly like a pretty decent, just simple, I don't know, a tone of my skin. It looks fine. Like it doesn't look, I was just worried that this camera would have a little bit of a washed out look to it. But I don't know. And this is with natural lighting through the window at 6:15 p.m. So yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, and it's a full frame camera. It's not a super wide angle lens though. I would like to get one that's a bit wider just to fit even more, but I went for the kit lens, which it's the one that you're viewing through right now, the kit lens, which is 28 to 60 millimeter. So, but lenses are so expensive that if I do get another lens, it's gonna be not for a while, but this is perfectly fine as it is. But I would like a little bit wider angle, but I thought this one would be good because I'm going on a trip in August and I think it'd be good to have a zoom option. So that's what we have, because a lot of the wider angle lenses that I could find that were compact, because I don't want like an insanely large lens. The compact ones, some of them that were in a decent price range, seem to be only one, is it 1 millimeter, like, or one length, or I don't know what it's called, but it's not a zoom. So I don't know, I'll do the research. You literally don't have to worry about it because you don't need to know, I guess, all the details. But in case my future self is curious, I think it's always good to chat about it a little bit. So this is the new camera, and it's wild, and it was expensive, very expensive. I said in the other video that I think this is the most expensive thing I've ever bought with my own money in my life, but it could be comparable to my MacBook because I have a MacBook Pro 13-inch. It's probably like a 2018 or 19 one. I bought it back in 2020, gosh, it could have been 2022 or 2023. Anyway, so I think this is a like 2019 version of the MacBook. Anyway, that was really expensive. I know it was like $1,000 plus, but I don't remember the exact number. Now I'm thinking it might be a similar price to this camera. But this camera, do you want to know the number? It was like $1,000, and I said in the other video also, which I messed up, I said it was like $1,500 something dollars, but it actually wasn't. With all the extra stuff, it was fees and tax, whatever, it was 1,800 something. That was for the kit, right? So the body and the lens came with that price. You could buy just the body for like 1,500, I think, and that's it. Or 1,300, I don't remember. But no, it was even more. No, it was like 1,800 with the body and the lens, and then it was like more than that for the taxes and everything. This is the most expensive thing I've ever bought. I think that's true. I think it's more expensive than the MacBook, just with everything included. So I'm really scared, honestly, to use this camera. I almost got the Lumix S9, which I talked about a little bit in the other video. I almost got the Lumix S9 because it's a smaller, more minimalist shape camera. And that one is also $1,500, but the image quality is really good. And I thought that if I'm gonna spend the money, like, I'm really nervous to have a fragile camera. So I thought the Lumix S9, it looked really like small and like didn't have so many moving parts. So I thought it wouldn't be as stressful because we're going on a trip, like I said, in August, and I want to take a camera. But I'm actually really scared to take this one because it's like $2,000. I didn't want to say the number, but I used my TikTok money and then a little bit extra because I got like $1,500 something from TikTok maybe a month or two ago. And then I just kept it and then waited until I decided on the camera. But it was like $2,000 total to buy it. So it's so expensive, and I'm really scared, honestly, to take it on the trip. Because if something happens, I think I have a 1-year warranty, I think is what I got with it. I think I need to register it. That reminds me, I need to register the camera with Sony. It is a Sony. Oops, I revealed. Yeah, so I'm scared, but I'm considering as we get closer to the trip, but it's gonna fly by, like August is gonna come very quickly. If we get closer to that and I have the funds for it, I might buy a much cheaper camera just to take on the trip and not take this one. This one's gorgeous. The quality is very good, but then it's like, well, why buy a fancy camera just to film in your house though? Then why not take it on the trip? I'm just scared, guys, because like I'm not gonna have $2,000 to spend on something maybe ever again, okay? So maybe, but hopefully, but that's like, it's crazy. So this should last me, my last camera lasted me 5 years. And the one before that, I think I had for like 3 years. Both of them were not perfect cameras. The first one especially, it was all like starter stuff because I was just doing vlogging. And now I just am taking it more seriously, I think. And it's also just makes me feel good because I enjoy film and I enjoy putting together a video. It's not always the content that I would love to make. Like I would dream, honestly, I always have in the back of my mind that like none of this stuff matters as much as making real art and real true, like telling a story to people, giving people something besides yourself. Like when I'm making videos for YouTube and I'm vlogging myself, it's just about me, and that doesn't feel right completely. I don't love that, but I'm also documenting things for myself. So that's my favorite thing about doing YouTube, is because I have the videos for myself and for family or whoever in the future. So it is worth it to do it, but it's not the same as creating something real. Like content creation is not creating art. It's not the same thing. Some people, it's kind of artistic, but anyway, so the fancy camera just to film myself in the house feels overkill, but I also believe in the quality of a good camera. I think it's worth it. I mean, for goodness gracious, for goodness sakes, I look really good in this frame. The color is really good and the clarity is like insane. And also the depth of field. I didn't realize on my other camera, it didn't really have much depth of field. It was a crop sensor. It was a micro 4/3 sensor, which I didn't know until I did my research, but it was a cropped sensor, and it basically just didn't have, it was just all like, you could see the whole room and it was all kind of a high contrast. Like it was clear enough. It was probably HD. Like it was still pretty clear, but not as clear as this. And this has more depth of field. So as I'm closer, it blurs the background a lot more. So what that just means is, well, depth of field is literally when you're filming or shooting something that's closer to the camera. So this is like a shallow, well, no, it's both. Depth of field is both, but shallow is what I meant to say. Shallow depth of field is like I'm close to the camera, I'm the subject. And then a larger depth of field is like when things are farther back. So anyway, I guess what I'm saying is it has a good, it shows the depth of field well because it's blurring out the background pretty well. I think I might want to lower that if it's possible though, because I don't want it to be so blurred out. It's a little bit modern when it's like that. I like kind of like old film things. I feel like weren't so blurry, like not extremely blurry in the back, but that's very modern, as I said. I don't know, but I don't know if I can change that. But overall, it's pretty good. Now let me stop talking about this because I don't know how many people actually care about the camera. Let me show you my outfit. I'm gonna put you on this bad boy. I need to get a different one because I need something that's smaller than this so it can sit on a desktop, but something that's better than what you're on. You're on one of the, you know, in the Incredibles, I always think about this when I look at my tripod that you're on right now. I can also put a picture of what that kind of tripod is. But in the Incredibles, the weird monster, like machines at the end of the movie, the villain was like, wasn't that in the Incredibles? Some giant, like made of spheres or something. And you'll see, because I'll put the picture of the tripod next to me, like what it looks like. It always makes me think of that. Like, or Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man looks a little bit like that. It's like an octopus tripod, which now that I think of it, why do I have that? Because I think that's meant to, I don't know if people use that type of tripod anymore these days. Does anybody use that type of tripod? I think the reason it's an octopus tripod is to put it like in a tree or something. It's to put your camera like on a weirdly shaped surface. Why do I have this? Why do I have this tripod? I didn't even think about that. I need to have, literally what I'm saying is I just need a regular tripod, like 3-point tripod like this, that sits on a desk, that's a desk size, instead of this like a full tripod. Why do I have the like octopus one? I don't put my camera in trees and weird things. It's always just on top of a surface. These are the things you don't think about. You just keep going about life. I don't know why I didn't make that connection. Like, hey, maybe I should get a regular tripod and not the octopus one. What was I thinking? I got this a long time ago though, and I'm sure my dad bought it for me. Like, I'm sure I asked my dad to buy it for me years ago. I do not think I bought that with my own money. But I'll be getting a new one with my own money. I will be getting a different tripod because what is that? I cannot believe that. I didn't even think about that. You're on a desk on a flat surface and I'm moving this. I mean, I guess it makes sense for if I would put you on a weird surface like the banister, like on the flat, because that's where I was filming my outfits. I'd put you guys on top of the banister and I could move the feet of the tripod to like balance differently, but it's not ideal. Like this camera is too expensive to be messing around with that, so I'm not going to be doing that anymore. With the old camera maybe that's okay, but with this new one I need a stable surface at all times, and honestly I'm not going to let anybody else touch this camera. I don't think until I pay it off with just uses, like you know how people say cost per wear for a piece of clothing. If you wear it like 50 times in a year, it's paid itself off more than if you bought an expensive piece of clothing and you only wore it like twice in the whole year. That didn't really pay itself off very much for cost per wear. But if you wear it 50 plus times, then and it's expensive, it's paid itself off a little bit. This camera, I think it's going to take 2 years of using it for me to feel like I've used it enough to make it worth it for the $2,000. So nobody's touching this camera. If somebody wants to take a picture of me, I don't know, I'm going to have to be like, maybe in 2 years, I'll let somebody touch it. I think right now, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to touch it. But it seems pretty sturdy enough, but not like a Canon, because this is a Sony. Canon cameras, I didn't want one because I didn't talk about that in the other video, but I didn't want a Canon even though the color science is so good, just because I don't like how they look. They look very clunky and very like, boyish, which is like stupid to say that, but it's true. I don't like the clunky nature of the Canon. I wanted a more sleek, cool camera, okay? More stylish camera. This one is very stylish, but it's also still a little bit masculine, like it's more androgynous, let's say. It's like sleek and stylish, but it's like a well-dressed man versus like a football player, okay? So I guess I just like the well-dressed man a little bit more slim and sleek, but has some muscle, because this camera, you won't know. You gotta go watch the other video to know what this looks like. The camera has some good shape and body, okay? It has shape. It's not a stick. It's not a skinny stick man, okay? He's got some nice shape to it, okay? Let's just say that. But yeah, that is enough of that. Let me show you my outfit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared. You're on the tripod, and I'm just so scared about the camera being in danger all the time. Okay. Wow. It looks so good though. The depth of field, like, bro, look at how nice the background just looks kind of blurred, but it is a little bit blurrier than I would like. I think if I can turn it down, I'll turn it down a little bit, because I want you to be able to see, like if I'm this close to the camera, I want you to be able to see somewhat of the background that's not so blurred out, because unless I'm actually making a movie, I don't think that that's necessary for vlogging. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit dramatic for a vlog. Okay, let me just make sure the tripod is stable, and I'm gonna walk away from you, okay? And you're not gonna fall. Okay. I also need to get my bag, but can you see my whole outfit? I think that you can. Let me get my bag. Okay. The lighting won't be perfect right now because it is the afternoon, so I don't know how dark this is. Oh, I could turn it up. Well, right now it's on auto, but see, that's why I need to read the manual, and as I'm learning so much more about cameras, I'm going to understand how to really use a camera, like for real, because I could turn up the it might be the aperture, like the f-stop, right? I think I can turn that up or down or something. I don't understand the words enough. I took photography classes. Just side note, I literally took photography classes, at least one, in high school, where we learned how to use real film photography. So I learned how to do that at the time, but it was still, you know, obviously you can't memorize all that and become an expert on that in 1 year of high school. So I don't remember all of those things, but I remember the methods a little bit of, like, if I got back into film photography, which I would like to someday, but it'll be when I have my own place and I can make a dark room in my house, just because I feel weird about I have done it, but if I feel weird about sending film to people to develop them. Also, it's very expensive to do that. Oh my God, I can't speak. It's expensive to buy the film as well. I have a film camera that works. I used it in high school, and it's from my dad. Like, he had it when he probably, gosh, it could be from the 60s or 70s, but he had it when he was young, I guess. It could be an 80s camera, I don't know, but it's like old. And it worked fine. I used it in high school for my film class, and we only did black and white photos though. So I wonder, I think it can do color though. It's like a 35mm camera. Anyway, so someday I'm gonna do that again, and I would just have to research and practice. But with a digital camera, you can learn the stuff too. It's not exactly the same as a film camera, obviously, but the f-stop, which I believe is the aperture, and then the shutter speed and all those things, there's like formulas that you can make. You know, they do different things, and then to combine them in certain ways depending on what you're trying to shoot. So anyway, this does look fantastic, but it's a little dark, and I probably should change something in the settings to make it brighter for you guys, but I don't want to mess with it. But for now, yeah, this is it. So the outfit, I've worn this many times, but I actually don't know if I've shown this outfit on the vlogs before, probably only on YouTube. Not YouTube, on TikTok. I need to eat some food, so please bear with me. The jeans you have definitely seen. These are my bootcut jeans from Calvin Klein. I have a new favorite pair of bootcut jeans right now, and they're from J. Crew, but I'm not wearing them right now, so you'll see those at some point, but these are the classics. They're just like not selling these anymore. That's the problem. At least last time I checked, which was in the last month, they only had the black bootcut jeans left on Calvin Klein, and I already have the black ones. They don't have this color anymore, but I love it. So if I could buy it again, I totally would, but they don't have it. Anyway, then the boots you've seen as well. They're the Freebird. Let me get over here. The Freebird boots in black. They've finally come back with the white/cream, like ivory color. And I will be buying those whenever I can because I need a white pair of Western boots and I don't have them. And these ones I absolutely love, so I will get them in the white as well. The top, I just am realizing how hungry I am right now. I need to go eat my food. The top is two things. They're both from J. Crew. I have a tank top, like a pointel tank top underneath this little cashmere cardigan. So both from J. Crew. Yeah, and it's all buttoned up because obviously work. I was at the office today. The belt is from Banana Republic, and the bag is my favorite bag right now. This is from Dragon Diffusion, and this is, I think it's called the Santa Rosa, the large one, but this one's not very popular. The most popular one is the Santa Crochet, and that's the one with the two straps. There's a large one and a small one. This is probably, I would imagine that the large is the same size as this, but has the two straps, which are like a shoulder strap style. But I've never seen that in person. I was going to get that one, and I was gonna get either the small or the large, but I ended up getting this because it was like much cheaper. This was $300 something. The Santa Croc large goes for $600 something. So I got this because the long strap, I can do it crossbody. And I don't usually wear crossbody bags, but I wanted to consider this for our trip in August because we're gonna be in Spain. And then Carter and I are going to Scotland for just a little blip before we come back to the US. But I need a crossbody bag of some sort, and I wanted to consider this, but it's open, like it's got an open top, so that's not ideal when you want to avoid, like in Europe, you want to avoid pickpocketers. But so I have a couple of bags, other bags to consider, but I don't know. I like this, but if I do take this for the trip, I'm gonna have to figure out, like I'll do a makeshift way of closing it, like maybe create little clasps that I can unclasp when I need to get into the bag, but like while we're walking around, nobody can get in. Because it's a woven leather bag, I can stick, like, cause right now my AirPods are like hooked to, like through the leather, through the woven leather. It's actually a different spot than I've been hooking it on, but you can like hook it through, I don't know if you can see that, but through the leather weaves. Is that how you say it? Is that like how you would describe the pieces of the leather? The strips of leather are woven together and you can like hook things. Like I'm pretty sure I could put something through it just temporarily for the trip if I want to. But it gets pretty heavy on the shoulder, cross body with a lot of stuff in it. I just need a bag that's medium size, but can be crossbody. I don't want to have nothing in my bag, like just have a tiny little, I don't want a Lululemon crossbody bag. I want a stylish bag, but that's going to be good for the trip. I don't know if this is it, but I am still gonna keep it anyway, I believe, because I've been obsessed with it ever since I got it, ever since it came in. I still have the tag on it, and that's what I was about to tell you. I literally still have the tag on it though, because I am still trying to keep an eye on it. I don't know how long the return window is though, but I've been using this for like 2 or 3 weeks. But I have the tag because if it breaks, because I'm worried about the strap because it's so thin that I feel like what if it breaks or something, then I want to be able to say, it broke and I need it to return, I need a refund. So I'm keeping the tag on it, but I'll take the tag off probably in the next week or so because I will be keeping this bag as long as it doesn't break because I just like it. So even if I don't use it for the trip, I love the look of it. I don't actually wear it crossbody like right now though in my daily life because I like it on the one shoulder, and I do like how it like drops down. The crossbody is just an option. I like that the option is there because if I got the Santa Croc, which is just a shoulder bag, then the only option is a shoulder bag. And I actually love how this looks, kind of hanging down at my hips. I think it's kind of like chic and kind of like artsy. Like it just looks, you look like a cool girl with this, a little bit more than like the shoulder bag. Shoulder bag is kind of standard. So I like this long drop strap. I think it's cool. So that's my new favorite bag, and I've been using it pretty much every single day. The only other issue with this bag is that apparently the Dragon Diffusion bags stain clothes, that there's color transfer. So I don't know, I mean, nothing's happening to my blue jeans, and I think it's only if the bag gets wet it can color transfer. But so far so good. I'm just not gonna wear this bag with anything white because it's too risky. People say, the website says that you're supposed to put the bags in sunlight and eventually, like for hours and hours and hours and hours, and eventually the color transfer won't happen anymore. But the reviews say differently. People online have said that they do all the things that the Dragon Diffusion website says to do and their bag still color transfers. So I will just not wear this with white unless it's something cheap that I'm not worried about it potentially getting stained. But yeah, so that's my bag and that's my outfit and that's my camera. And am I blurry right now? Oh, I don't know. But anyway, sorry, I don't know if I was or not. Anyway, I know I feel like that got the whole outfit well, but do you guys see what I'm saying about I want a wider angle lens? Even wider would be better. But this is really good. So I'm trying to raise you up higher, but this tripod is not really doing what I'm wanting it to do. So let me just, oh, there we go. I wanted to do this. Okay. So that I can speak to you with a little bit more dignity and not be so low down to the ground, but I still have to lean forward a little bit. Anyway, so that's everything for right now. That's the update for right now. I will probably talk to you tomorrow because tomorrow we might try some fun food because in this video, oh God, it's gonna be too long of a vlog now at this point because I talked so much. Should I do that in a separate video? Do you guys want a separate vlog? Because I think I was talking too long. Do you want a separate vlog? I'm gonna have to probably do that. Maybe I'll start a new vlog this weekend. Actually, tomorrow's Friday. I keep thinking it's Friday. It's Thursday right now. So yeah, maybe I'll start a new vlog for the weekend, like Saturday. So maybe we'll do the food tasting on Saturday. I did the Trader Joe's haul in this vlog, but all that food is gone. The sandwiches have been my obsession for the past, ever since I finished vlogging that, whenever that was. I've been obsessed with the sandwiches. I cannot stop eating them. I'm about to eat one right now. And the noodles that I bought were not good. I did not like them very much because it was too peanut buttery. There's like peanut butter in it or something, which it tastes like it. So I didn't like the noodles. They were kind of a flop. I ate 2 packets of them, but otherwise they were a flop. And then other things I think were a success, but just the noodles were a flop. But I have more noodles to try because I told you I wanted spicy noodles. So when I was at Whole Foods the other day, returning an Amazon package, I stopped by the international section and I saw a bunch of options. Some looked really good, but were really expensive, like actually crazy expensive. So I just got a few different options and I may or may not show you that in the next vlog. I think they'll plan to do that in the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. I've saved them and I haven't opened them yet and tried them because I wanted to vlog it for you guys and vlog my reaction. So in the next vlog, we'll do a taste run. Let's do a weekend of tasting spicy noodles. So that's what we'll do. The other thing is I'm going to keep working on the Tabby Messenger bag that you guys saw. I'll show it to you, but it's gonna be in the next vlog, not this one, because this is too long. Do you guys remember this? I know the lighting it's quite dark in here. So it's my plum bag, which was supposed to be red, but I kind of screwed it up. I'm gonna do one more layer of red on it. Right now it's just really dark, but in bright light, you can see it's still there's enough room in the color, I think, for me to add a little bit of red. So we're just gonna try it because why not? And then it'll be officially closed. I haven't worked on this probably since August or September. So it's been, but you know, some things were taking up that time. This had to be put to the side and I didn't even want to work on it at all. But now I'm ready to start working on it again. So I think tonight, if I have the time and energy, I will be cleaning the bag either tonight or tomorrow. But I know that next I need to clean it one more time to get the purple off. And then I'm going to go on it one more time with red. And then I bought a second bag that I'm going to try again, but not this exact bag. But anyway, I'll talk about that in the next vlog, because this vlog, I think I'm gonna say this one is done just because it's so long. But yeah, so stay tuned for this in the next vlog and the taste test of all the spicy noodles. Let me put this back. Yeah, maybe we'll go back over here so I can sit down. Okay, yeah, so I'm sitting now because I need to take a breath. Okay, anyway, so yeah. That's where we'll end things, because I know since I was just talking about the camera so much, I'm pretty sure I just ran the vlog over time and it's probably at a decent length at this point to just call it here. But I wanted to finish it out because all the other clips weren't enough, but this is surely enough, yeah, so stay tuned, because in the next one we'll talk about all those things that I just said that we'll talk about. I will let you go this end of this vlog, and I'll see you in the next one with the new camera for a full vlog in the next video. But the next video you might see is the video all about the camera. So I'll do that, then it'll be the next vlog. So I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait. But anyway, I will see you then. Okay, bye.